Okay, students, pay attention. Test next week. What is this area here?
Cyprus.
No. What is this area here?
Mediterranean Sea.
Mediterranean Sea, yes. What is this island?
Cyprus.
Cyprus. And what is this region here?
Syria.
Syria and Antioch. There's a city there. And then there's this region up here. Pisidia and Antioch. Antioch. Oh, that reminds me of this story. In Antioch, in Syria, they had quite a few missionaries and teachers, which Paul and Barnabas were two of them. And God spoke in one of their worship services and said, appoint Paul and Barnabas for this particular work I want them to do. So that's what they did. They prayed for them and they set them on their way. And Paul and Barnabas took John Mark with them and they went down to the seaport here, boarded a ship to Cyprus. Now there's some things that happen here with a false prophet and a proconsul, but we haven't got time to talk about that. They walked to the other side, Pampios. They got another ship up to Pergia, where John Mark left. He went back down to Jerusalem. And then Paul and Barnabas walk up to Antioch in this region up here. And the first day of the week, they went to the place of worship and they sat down. And then when the worship leader read from Scripture, he said to Paul and Barnabas, do you have a message for the people? And Paul jumped up and, yes, I have a message. He said, listen carefully. God took very special interest in our ancestors, that's the Israelite ancestors, made them great in Egypt, and then later, with great power, got them out of Egypt and looked after them for 40 years in the desert wilderness. And then he gave them, then he took over 7 nations and gave their lands to our ancestors as an inheritance. That all took 450 years. Then God gave them judges to rule over them until the prophet Samuel. Then the people wanted a king. So he gave them Saul, who ruled over them for 40 years. After he removed Saul, he gave David as king. And he was a man who loved God and would carry out his instructions. And from David's descendant, God sent to our people Jesus, the Messiah, the chosen one that he had promised. And when, our people in Jerusalem rejected him, but I'm telling you this story, I'm telling you this good news, that when they took Jesus off the cross, they buried him, but God raised him again to life because he's not going to let his Holy One see decay. And then he appeared to the disciples for many days, in fact 40 days. And then now they are his eyewitnesses to the people. Now I, Philip Matthews, send you this same message. I'm telling you the same message. Jesus has forgiven your transgressions. He's alive today and he would like to get to know you. Now, following Jesus, is that something you might be interested in the near future? Well, I hope so, but I'll leave it with you. Thanks for listening to me. I'm Phil Matthews. Peace be with you.